Afternoon. I want to talk today about our attitude and how important it is for us to have the right attitude. Your attitude can actually make you or break you. And I'm reflecting on the story of when Moses was in the wilderness, right? When he was basically bringing God's people from Egypt to the promised land. There was a point when he had to send some spies to look on where they were going, basically to find out what it is like, what was the people like, what was the land like, right? And what was interesting to me was that of the 12 persons who went, 10 came back with a negative report and only 2 came back with a good report. And then the 10 who had a negative report, they started to spread that negative report to everybody else. And the 2 that decided that, listen, no man, the land where we see is a land that is ours, and we can conquer this, and we can conquer the people them, and a good soil for planting, and this and that. And the attitude that they had was that of somebody who was going somewhere and had purpose. And what is interesting as well, if you will realize, is that they were the only 2 that made it to the promised land. So you see your attitude in life, how you perceive things, how you look on your circumstances, how you deal with people. You see your attitude, them always say your attitude determines your altitude. And it is very important that we have the right attitude to all the situations and circumstances that we have, because it will either make us or it will break us. They came back with a negative report, 10 out of 12, and you will notice that there are a lot of times in life where you can't go with the multitude, you cannot go with the crowd, you cannot go with what everybody else is saying. Because people hearsay, you see a hearsay, them hearsay, them hearsay, yo, we can't go them place there, because we look like grasshoppers in them eyes and appear giants over there. So listen, we can't go over there, so we can't manage them type of people there. And they believed. You understand? But Joshua and Caleb, which were the only 2 that had a positive report, nobody wanted to believe them. So there are times you cannot go with what the crowd is saying. You have to make sure, say, you know what you want, you know your purpose, you know your goal, you know where you're going. And it, at the end of the day, will determine your destination. Your attitude determines your destination. So since we have started off the new year, let us continue with a positive attitude, because it is only those that have a positive attitude, the positive mindset, that future there where once you have God with you, you know you can conquer anything. You understand? If God is for you, who can be against you? And once you have God in your vessel, you can smile at any storm, and you know you can conquer anything. So even when you have marriage issues, when you have financial problems, whatever issue you're having coming at you, you know that you're bigger than that problem. You're an overcomer. You're a conqueror. You know you're a warrior. You know you're victorious already. You know that you can conquer anything. And therefore, whatever scheme the enemy wants to scheme and plot against you, you know that you already win already. And therefore, you will remain and keep that positive attitude that the land that you are going into, the land of the unknown, because some people them not know what tomorrow may bring. When you're stepping into the land of the unknown, you can step with that confidence, because you know that your bucketive strong. And it was a friend of mine was sharing with me that when you know your goalkeeper, when you know who is your keeper, nobody can score in your goal. So you have to ensure that you have the right keeper on your side. You have to ensure that you have the right attitude and the right mindset. And therefore, whatever the future brings for you, it will be good. And he who started a good work in you will ensure he completes it to the end. So it is important for us to have a good attitude, because the attitude will determine our altitude eventually. Stay blessed and continue to have a blessed 2020. And I know that the years to come as well will be even better. Stay blessed.